Hello, well, it's Nikki G. So I want to post again my weekly post. So I'm doing an oil, I'm doing frankincense. Okay, this is the most amazing oil. It's king of all oils. So if you don't really use essential oil, or if you're just new to it, you've just got a couple, or you've never used them before, this frankincense would be the oil that I would go for. It's the king. So if you have any issue, any ailment, any issue, this is your go-to, okay? Pretty much covers everything. So mainly it's an anti-inflammatory, really massive anti-inflammatory properties. It's an immune stimulant, okay? It's anti-catarrhal, and it's also an antidepressant, okay? So I'll go into the couple of different ways you can use it and then how I use it. So you can use this aromatically, so smelling with your nose. You can use this topically on the skin, and you can use it internally. All right, so why would you use it internally? So this is probably the least way that I use it, but I do. So frankincense breaks through the blood-brain barrier. So what does that mean? Basically, it oxygenates the brain. The molecules are so small, it can get into the bloodstream direct, okay? So either having a drop on your finger and putting it under your tongue. Okay? It's quite strong. Or on your thumb. Put it on the roof of your mouth. That will get into the mucous membranes in your mouth, okay? So, oxygenates the brain, so it's really good for the brain, okay? Smelling it aromatically. A drop in your hand, make a little funnel. You can just bring your hands together and just smell it, okay? So the molecules go up your nose into your limbic system, into your olfactory bulb area in your brain, okay? That is the area that's responsible for memory, for heart rate, for blood pressure, for pituitary gland, for releasing hormones, okay? So frankincense is great to smell aromatically. If you have a sore throat and it's like an inflammation-y, then you can also do the funnel and actually inhale it. Inhale the fumes. It's the molecules. The molecules will get into the mucous membranes in your throat, okay? Also, if it's underneath your tongue, your saliva will take a bit of that into the throat. So that's a really beneficial thing to do if you feel that you've got a bit of a throat, and maybe if you've got sinus issues, really smell it up there. It's anti-catarrhal, remember, so it's really good for that whole bunged up thing. So, okay, so I used this quite a lot last week. My little 3-year-old rather, God, a year goes quick. My little 3-year-old had a cough. So instantly, this is my go-to. I go and get my frankincense, put a couple of drops in my hand, bit of fractionated coconut oil. I always use coconut oil or almond oil, some carrier, because firstly, the oil can evaporate in the air. And secondly, because our cells are lipid by nature, oil soluble, then mixing the oil with a carrier just helps it really absorb into your dermis layers and get into your bloodstream in a much better way, okay? It's cheaper and it's just more effective. So especially for a little one, oil, frankincense, rub it all over his chest, all under the ribs and the residue on the back, okay? I did that for 4 nights. On about the second day, nursery said to me that croup is going around nursery. So I took him to doctors just to make sure, you know, and know what I'm dealing with, because I treat my kids holistically. I took him to the doctor. So she checked his lungs. She said, my God, considering he's got a cough, his lungs are so clear. So she said, whatever you're doing, carry on with it. It's the frankincense. It opens up the airwaves. It just gets into the bloodstream and it works on a cellular level. So the blood feeds the cells. You're oxygenating your blood with the frankincense. So this is why it's so amazing. Your body just sucks it in. It knows it's good for it. So with the kids, it's amazing. Any coughs, any pneumonia. I've got a neighbour who gets pneumonia every year. She always has a bottle of frankincense every year. She puts a drop under her tongue. She rubs it every night, morning and night. Last year, she didn't get pneumonia. It's the first year she's not had pneumonia for about 5 years. So she's lucky she's my neighbour. Okay, so the second way I use this is for my skin. Anti-aging, anti-wrinkle, anti-scar. So last week I posted about geranium, that I put it in rose water. There's a post on YouTube. I put it in rose water and I use that to take my makeup off and to just tone. And geranium's just beautiful, I love it. But if you don't like the smell of geranium, I always put frankincense in too, but you can just use frankincense on its own. So you just have your rose water, a couple of drops of coconut oil, and then you maybe might put 10 drops in this, or 6 drops, just depending on your own preference. And then shake it before use. Every single morning I do this. I might have 2 days a week where I don't. I always like to not overdo things. I think too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. And I think you should give yourself 2 days a week where you don't use any oil. I really do. Because I think less is more. So that is my face toner. Love it. And also, sticking with the face, if you want to use it as an eye anti-wrinkle, you just get rollable. You get these from like Amazon, or you get these from Essential Oil UK site. Coconut oil, a few drops of frankincense, 6 drops, put the roller back on, get your little label on, and then that can go around your eyes, okay, at night. This is all chemical-free beauty products, okay? I'm not looking bad for 60. So, the last way that I would use it, also, it gets through the blood-brain barrier, remember? This, in the cranial area, that cranial area here, you want to get it right into the hairline. That will get through your dermis layers, really oxygenate the brain, okay? This stuff works on a cellular level, like, oh, your body just loves it. The last thing that I do, you can see, I get hormone spots, right? That's another post, hormones. But I wouldn't mix it with fractionate coconut just because it's on a spot that's drying out. I don't really want to put an oil. Now, this is for cellular health. This is to repair. This is to stop scarring, okay? I wish I had this 15, 20 years ago before I actually started getting scarring on my face. Skin is my worst thing about. I wouldn't change anything about myself, but my skin is like, ugh, every month. So when the spot's there, I just start using frankincense, and it goes within about 3 days. It's gone, and there's no real visible marks. Yeah, I'm not great at the moment. Okay, so that's how I use frankincense. Okay, I'll post this on my YouTube, Yin Essentials with Nikki G. It'll also, I'll put that link on my Yin Yoga Essentials and also on the Essential Oil Tribe page on Facebook. Okay, connect with me, leave a comment, share it with your friends. Namaste.